All right. I guess we're just gonna get into this. See, I was going to play music in a video while I talk just to give myself something to look at and go off, but I'd rather just go off of my talking points. Now for context, I just finished my SATs today. Just today, 2 days, because my mom filed for extra time. I was like, yo, that's tight. Let's go. Let's do it. And I don't think I did very well on them, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but I can do this. And that's one thing that I know I can do, besides the math portion of the SATs. So I want to talk about first the depression of astronauts and how there is something deeply spiritual about the need for space exploration. There is definitely like a desire for them. There has to be some sort of thing in their head saying, yo, you need to dissociate from the whole world, you know? Because being in space just feels, you're literally not on the Earth. It's like no clipping. It's like no clipping inside of a video game, almost. Except you're just up there and you're floating with no guarantee of coming back down safely. You could have died going up, you could have died coming down. And that literally happens. That's why it's such a tragedy. Because, we see it as, oh, they're doing something great. And I'm not saying it's not amazing. I think space exploration is something that needs to happen. And they are the right people to do it, and that leads to my point. They have this deep urge to just isolate themselves, and I think that's why they want to go to space. And usually it's like, oh, planets are so cool, planets are amazing. I just don't see that. I really just don't see how seeing another planet that you can't even land on would be your inspiration to go to space. You could easily just have a telescope and look at it, Maybe that's just me talking because I'm used to looking at things through a screen. I'm used to looking at things through a lens anyway, with my cameras and stuff. But I just feel like there's definitely something deeper to, an astronaut wanting to go to space. They've got to have some sort of deep down voice saying, okay, let's just isolate ourselves from the world. It had to start when they were a teen. See, that makes the most sense to me, at least. I don't know. I'm not going to state it as fact because it's obviously an opinion or a belief, but that's just my take on it. And I feel like I phrased my original statement wrong as well. Not deeply spiritual, but how do let me pick my paper back up real quick. I have to kind of copy these down in a notebook. I think I'm just going to have a notebook for YouTube. But yeah, no, the depression part, I feel like is their depression. If they were to go through depression at some point in their life, I feel like that would have led them to believe that space is the answer, because suicide is frowned upon. So, the depression of astronauts and how there is something deeply spiritual about the need for exploration. I feel like deeply spiritual. That's not even what I'm looking for, because it doesn't have anything to do with constellations or signs or your compatibility with the girl you like and you'll never get. Because I was literally thinking of a different term and I never wrote it down. I never replaced that word, and I needed to because it didn't really add up to my whole point. But not spiritual, but autonomous, something inside of them, this innate ability to sense that they need to be isolated. It's just human nature, kind of. That's what I mean. There's got to be something deeply rooted. That's what it was. It was deeply rooted. There's got to be something deeply rooted in them that makes them feel like they need to be so isolated from the world. You just vanish. You just want to vanish so bad. You'd take that risk going up and coming down and almost dying, and you wouldn't question it, and you'd just go up into space. You'd suffer through that G-force testing, right? You'd suffer through that just to be isolated, but not exactly dead. I don't know. I just feel like there's gotta be something more to it. Something very existential. And you'll notice a lot of these topics that I talk about from now on this channel will be existential. Some people call them high thoughts, shower thoughts. I call them thoughts. I just call them thoughts because it's just a 24/7 little ringtone chicken bone going off in my head. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna be where I end the video now. So I don't want to elaborate too much on why I'm choosing to speak just now, because not many people watch my videos as it is, and I just don't feel like it's really needed. But I hope you have a good day today. Subscribe if you like it, and thank you for watching.